Hi guys, DevHunterXYZ, and today we are playing Child of Light. Yeah, so Child of Light is, I guess the best way to put it is a platforming RPG. Yeah, so it kind of mixes a little bit of platforming elements, but also the main focus is an RPG game, or a time-based RPG game. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through this. Essentially, it's an RPG game with a story told through rhyme. Almost like a, I guess almost like a regular kid time nursery storybook. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through this again. I haven't done this in a few years, actually. I know I don't have all the DLC, technically, because I didn't get the alternate costumes for Aurora. But honestly, I don't really think it's necessary. Even though they're not really too expensive, but I just want to go for it. Of course, I am going to be trying to do this on hard mode, but on a New Game Plus. But the thing is, though, with New Game Plus, resets the story at the beginning with harder foes, but lets you keep your current character upgrades. Yeah, so what the thing is with New Game Plus is you get to start from the beginning with all your upgrades, but it also makes the game more difficult. And of course, I think I can make it even more difficult by having on hard mode, so why not? I mean, essentially, this game is not really that difficult, at least from what I can remember. I believe, though, I think it might be worth just putting it on hard mode, just kind of give a little bit of a challenge, because this is also not really a long RPG game as well. Like, I think this is roughly about 10 hours. I mean, really quite short for an RPG game. But kind of an easy one to get into.
Child, tuck yourself in bed and let me tell a story of Lemuria, a long-lost kingdom, and a girl born for glory. In Austria was a crown land ruled by a duke. Aurora was his daughter, child of a duchess mysterious, beloved by her father. He raised the girl alone. They were rarely apart, till the duke felt lonely and misplaced his heart. It was the Great Friday before Easter 1895. Players performed for the Duke, his new bride at his side. That night, Aurora went to sleep. The fire burned down low. She caught a chill that spread. Her skin was cold as snow. At dawn they found her, vacant, Aurora's light gone out. Her father wept and pleaded, but there could be no doubt. For all intents and purposes, Aurora was dead. And yet, once upon a time, she awoke in a strange land instead.
So, essentially, playing as a daughter of a duke who somehow died, I guess, and ends up in this strange land. So I guess technically she's not dead, but maybe transported to a different land. Ubisoft presents. Yeah, I forgot this was created by Ubisoft. Honestly, I think this is one of their better games. Child of Light. Chapter 1, The Girl and the Firefly. Yeah, I forgot this was broken up into chapters. Father, wake me from this slumber. Yeah. I forgot I can use this too. Yeah, so yeah, I am playing this through the PlayStation TV, but well, yeah, I'm using the PlayStation TV, hooking it up to a splitter, connecting this to my Razer Ripsaw to get this going. Yeah, but I'm probably still gonna use the D-pad though. I'm so used to using D-pad for platforming games. Alright, party-wise. I guess I left off at 85. It's 659 hit points with 84 magic points. Strength, 148. Pretty good defense. I got pretty good defense in general. That's really all it. So I'm just standard, I guess. Skills. Yeah, so with a skill tree here is you can buy skills or I guess upgrade skills using skill points. And of course, the more you upgrade, the more paths will open up. Most of these, though, seem to be, I guess, more or less just permanent upgrades than anything else. Not really too many skill-based upgrades, but it's just regular permanent upgrades, which I kind of find a little bit unnecessary with the permanent upgrades, since, you know, like, for instance, increase the defense by 5 permanently. I mean, that's nice, but, I mean, you kind of think they would just open up more skills and more attacks and really just regular stat boosts. Trying to remember how some of this works, actually. Light Ray. Cast time, spell power, MP, so like stuff like this tells you how much MP it takes up, the base power of the attack, and how long it takes to initialize the attack, because again, this is a time-based RPG, so something that takes very long means it will take a long time for it to take effect. Of course, there's some things like regular defense, which happens instantly. See, oculi. If I remember, the oculi were stuff, essentially crafting stones to kind of increase your stats even further if you want to do that. Of course, I still have some things here, actually. Aaron Stone. Sapphire. Rough ruby. Yeah, so I got all this stuff right here. Of course, I think the best ones would probably be the diamonds and the onyx. I think. Granted, I again haven't played this in a while, so I don't quite 100% remember, but I think that's how it is. I think depending on how you craft the stones and stuff, you get a certain type of upgrades. Of course, the bigger ones, the brilliant ones, I believe, offer better value. Better upgrades themselves. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be doing any crafting. I might. But just have to wait and see. I might do some crafting. Granted, I don't think it really tells me exactly what I can use, though. Increases water damage. Okay. Increases magic. Increases 10% chance to bump the target dark creature backwards in the timeline. Increasing cast speed. Increases chance of dodging by 30% while casting casting when HP is dropped by 30. Brain Spinal. Begin every turn 30% forward on timeline. Aaron Stone. If the wearer dies in battle, he or she will recover 50% of HP at the end of the battle. Okay. Inventory-wise, kind of like a typical RPG fashion. And a whole bunch of inventory items you can use. Confessions. I believe this is just more or less letters. Kind of giving some more backstory as to this world that we're in. I think that was kind of how it was. I mean, I might read this, maybe. I don't know. It's not really necessary, but you can if you want. Right to the old monastery. Woods darker than night. Shadows lost of light. You know, I do have like this game. Yeah, I do like this game how it does everything in rhyme. I kind of wonder how this really translates out if you're playing this on a different language, because I think you can play this besides English. Steady. Only little kids easily scare. Yeah, can't quite get there. Well, after all, I'm just a little kid, a little princess. Alright, guess go up here. You know, I guess right off the bat, I do like the art style of this game. Kind of reminds me of a, well, I guess a picture book, really. But not a bad touch. I mean, better than just being like a standard cartoon or anything like that. Right to the old monastery. Love to the altar of Mathildus? I don't know. This dream is formed of air. Dark spirits fly. I know not where. No, wake up. Wake up. Nightmare, let me wake. Papa, where are you? My heart shall break. Will someone please explain how water falls with no rain? Who spoke? I did. Shake the dew from your eyes. Before mold grows, that's common sense. A firefly that speaks advice? My supper must have been too dense. Food sounds good, but I am lost. Ever heard of an aurora? Why, sir, she is me. Both sir and she, a split aura. Perhaps you are some kind of flora? Cease your foolishness at once. I am Aurora, I am she. Oh, why didn't you say so? Follow me. A lady waits, hair long as a forest stream, with skin like moths of gleaming eyes. I see her, she'll know the way out of this dream. Okay, so move this little guy with the right stick. Yeah, so this little guy right here can help you out. Oh, still in the back. Should I go below? Or... So any stat-wise, I have no idea. I don't really think it's part of the party now. No, not really a part of the party technically, but it's kind of like my companion anyway. So anyway, yeah. So Igniclius can. Oh, what is tied to cures charms? Little hands fastened tight. Don't you know these are wishes? Wishes of light left in darkest night. Follow the orange one to find more right. Wishes taste delicious. Have a bite. Wait until I tell father about this night. Yeah, so Igniclius is essentially your companion that can actually help retrieve, I guess called wishes, really, to help you regenerate your MP and HP out in the field, not necessarily in the battle though. But I mean, granted, you could also use Igniclius in battle for kind of helping out with the, I guess for like helping out defeat enemies in certain points. I pass right over this tree, but I cannot fly there with thee. Trapped, the door is barred. A scepter round, a translucent sphere. Clear as glass, the answer. Sir Firefly, ignite your rear. Whoa, I barely know you. Do it, and I'll show you. The Scepters of Shadow cast. You have to match the symbols fast. Okay, so holding the left button glow. Kind of mixing a little bit with shadow here. Almost kind of going for like a three-dimensional... Oh. Well, I guess a slight problem. Sometimes the... Well, you have to watch out with the meter because you can only light up for a certain time period. Of course, I guess that's why you have one of the... I guess that's why you have technically some of the items to help you out. Who was she, I wonder? Remove the sword under. Who spoke? Some sort of ghost? The Lady of the Forest, I'm sure of this. Aurora, take the sword of Methildus? I hope I'm saying that right. It feels real. Look at it gleam. Run, that thing looks mean. Fortunately, I wield a sword in this dream. Okay. Time for our first battle. Alright, so again, it kind of goes to a time-based RPG. So what we have on the bottom is the timeline. And essentially with the timeline, it kind of shows you the order as to who's going to attack next. Or I guess technically perform functions. So I guess act / defend, elevate damage, light ray, starlight / all. Go for something basic right now. Of course, you can choose who you want to attack. Yeah, I'm kind of overkill at this point. I think I'm kind of overpowered at this point, but I'm pretty sure the game's going to ramp up in difficulty. Alright, so yeah, I didn't really show it, but also Nicholas can also help out in battle. But if you shine right next to the enemy, it will actually slow their turns down on the timeline. They give you a better chance of bypassing them on the timeline, so you can get your turn in quicker before the enemies. Oh, father, how much farther? Aurora, what is a father? That is simple. I am his daughter. Oh, can't quite reach. Ambush. Oh no. Critical damage. Oh, good. Rough Amethyst. I'll be lucky if I can even level up like a few times throughout this game. Surprise strike, attack from behind. Oh good, Tuna Breath is online. Go for a preemptive strike. But which doesn't really mean much. All it really means is I'm just on the timeline farther up ahead. Critical once again. It's kind of odd seeing a little girl holding a giant sword. Alright. Healing tonic. Alright, so far I haven't taken any damage yet. Of course, you can also blind enemies even on the field, so bypass them if you want. You can. You don't have to. Okay, so 2 of them. Actually, that kind of brings up another thing, is there... I believe at most you get is just 2 enemies on the screen at once. Again, this is kind of a small RPG game. Like, you only get 2 enemies on the screen. I think you only have you and another player for a party, so it's a very small RPG game. I guess you can kind of say this is like a little bit of a watered down version. Slash all. A little dark in here. Try again with slash all. And of course I get interrupted. That match go for a counterattack. Yeah, it's kind of also a problem. Sometimes you can get interrupted in the middle of casting and you get sent back on the timeline. I mean, this is not a Final Fantasy game, I can tell you that. Magic potion. Okay. Oh, yeah, Monastery. Chapter 2, The Queen of Light. I don't remember how many chapters there were. I think there was like 10 altogether. Oh, Mir Aurora. Someone's calling for me. Don't they know? Rocks planted in the ground will not grow. Not even sure what that means. Got myself a ghost. Like I said, with the Powder of Nicholas, you can try to blind the enemy so that you go slower on the timeline. Able to squeeze in 2 turns. Blue Elixir. Follow my voice through this spooky place. No other choice. Anything on the bottom end? Ooh. Maybe it wasn't the best plan to go here. Ambush. Ooh. I got decent defense right now, although I can't be too reckless. Critical. Oh, yeah, of course, I guess another thing I forgot to mention is, oh, yeah, well, I mean, you can see the hit points being taken off at enemies, yes, but there's no way to tell how much health the enemy has, but you can kind of get an idea by their battle positions. Like, if you see them, like, slouching over or in pain, it kind of lets you know that they're getting close to death. I guess kind of in a similar fashion to like the old school Resident Evil games. I think for... probably just going to use a healing tonic. Yeah. Firefly Elixir. I love how Aurora's hair kind of glows in the dark, kind of almost like an actual aura surrounding her. Turn around, maybe. Oh, I could just go around actually. And again, I don't have to actually kill everything on sight. I can bypass if I want to, which I might end up having to do at some points. Ah, of course. Dodge. I would have to say it's... if you can get them onto the casting part of the timeline and attack them, I think it actually helps better because it would interrupt their current attack and then be pushed back to the timeline anyway. So I think sometimes it'd be better just waiting until they're in the casting phase. The store is blocked. How do we get it unlocked? By a little bit of puzzle solving. I believe that's the case, right? It was puzzle solving. Or I'm hoping I'm pushing this in the right direction. I have no idea. Maybe try it this way. Obviously, I can't go forward. Sometimes getting those wishes are a little bit annoying because I don't know where they're going to be spawning. And of course, if you want to try to get HP and MP, you have to get the yellow ones in order. How on earth do we travel up high? I wish you could fly. Aurora, illuminate the oculi. Let me try. Well, illuminate. Oh, that worked. Do you think they roast in these vials? Hopefully not children. I couldn't quite read all that. So a lot of puzzle solving in this game. I think there's also an ability for Aniculus can heal you if you're near the light. I wasn't sure if that's like a natural upgrade. I can't remember if that was a natural upgrade or not, or if something I had to that just progresses through the game. I don't remember. Not quite there. Right. Need something to put some weight on it. Actually, anything up here? I think this could be some alternate paths. I'm pretty sure there were some alternate paths here. Okay. Try for a sneak attack. Surprise strike. I'm going to go for slash all. Or the ghost dodges. Counter. Try this again. Slash all. Almost to 86. So close. Alright. There's Unbarred, Aurora, be on guard. Here at last. Beware, a spell has been cast. I am imprisoned behind the glass. I guess we must save her, somehow. I guess kind of just mixing colors, shining the light through them. I'm nearly free at last. Don't have purple though, unfortunately. Who dares challenge the Queen of the Night? A tiny nothing with locks of red. I guess you could say this is kind of the first boss fight. This is but a dream, trust not what you see. Seems real to me, they want us dead. Okay. Gonna go for... Starlight. I'll try Starlight. Vulnerable to light. Getting a dodge. Jupiter Spear. God, I'm so overpowered at this point. Kind of makes me wish I should have just done a completely new game. And again, this is also on New Game Plus, which ramps up the difficulty, and then on top of that, adding to the fact that it's also on hard mode as well, so the difficulty should have stacked tremendously. Oh, dodge. Keeps dodging my attacks. Rings of Mercury. Speed increases. Okay. Magic Stardust. Lady, this is Aurora. Madam, it's nearly... okay.
Once the sun shone upon a land of sequined valleys and peaks of white, and at night ruined castles glowed with alabaster light. From the stars in the crescent moon, a queen of light ruled this rambling place. Each night she walked the palace alone, her luminosity dawn's own face. Until one night there was no trace. The queen had vanished, and with her the light. Dark resided in its place. The usurper, Umbra, hid from sight. She sent her daughters in her stead. The sun, the stars, and the crescent moon. They pilfered from the sky, extinguished them with the monsoon. Then Umbra's dark creatures conquered the land. Our lives soon snuffed out by a wave of her hand.
Huh. Madam, thank you for the story. But now I wish to wake. So dull my speech, you fell asleep? What I speak of is real, not fake. All around us lies the land of Lemuria. I'm afraid this is not a dream, Aurora. The only way is a magic link. A mirror behind the throne. Stolen by Umbra, Queen of the Night. The sole path home is to banish the night. Bring back the stars, the sun, the moon, the light. No, unacceptable. My father waits. The Firefly said you help me post haste. I have a name, you know. Do not despair, my dear. I created Aniculus to aid you. A bug the size of a pin, no good, I fear. Never shall I recover. The sun, the stars, and the moon. Do not despair, my dear. For the sun and moon seek the highest and lowest room. First go back from whence you came, past the altar on which you woke this day. Through a tree of thorns, sharp and tangled, seek help along the way. And what of the stars? How will I reach the skies? My child, the answer lies above you. Open your eyes. A mystical light. What an incredible surprise. She has wings. Am I a fairy? I'm in flight. Aurora, you are a child of light. Now listen carefully. Keep that charm crown upon your brow. Never remove it. Clear? One last thing before I go. If you should ever despair, my dear. Thank you. Exactly what does it do? Sorry, child, I cannot hear you. Goodbye. Wait, but I must know my father. Is he alright? I am surrounded by endless night. Ordinary flute. Press X to fly. I guess inventory-wise, what does that even give me? Stardust magic. Permanently increases magic by 3. Ordinary flute. A gift from the Lady of the Forest. What exactly does it do? Yeah, so I guess with all the Stardust, again, the Stardust kind of like the tree upgrade stuff with the permanent upgrades. Again, you can increase your defensive capabilities or offensive stuff. It really just depends on what type of Stardust you can get. Just, again, more permanent upgrades. Which I kind of find a little, maybe over the top on permanent upgrades. Yeah. So now I have the ability to fly, which...
And so Aurora wandered, the twilight forest far from home. Starlight only to guide her, except for a firefly alone. Anxious for the comforts, a family who could not trace her. Searching for the sun and moon, a father to embrace her. And somewhere in the night, perched upon a throne in the dark, waited Umbra, the usurper, to snuff out Aurora's spark.
Alright, so I have the ability to fly, which, to be honest, that kind of almost breaks the game by itself right there. Which kind of really means the whole platforming sense is not really necessary anymore, since I could just... Honestly, I could just bypass most of this stuff now. Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, with the ability to fly, it kind of really neuters the sense of platforming. Oh my, this is what it feels like to fly. Onward up high. Chapter 3, Into the West. Well, I should say our route is clear. If we to the left fly, the Tree of Thorns will surely appear. So our final flight to the sky. Ultimate Methodus. Alright. I think... Is there like an autosave or is it just... I think it just autosaves, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. I think gonna be it for me right here. I don't want to jump too much into recording session, but yeah, interesting start to this game. And, you know, having the ability to fly will honestly make this game a lot easier. Alright, but I'll get back to this pretty soon. Alright guys, this is DevilHunter XYZ, and until next time.